we're very proud. I love a Liverpudlian accent. What is this flavor?
This is like a serrano pepper kind of green sauce.
Oh, that one's nice.
You like that one?
Mm.
There we go.
I do like that one. Am I getting progressively shinier? I hope not.
Yeah, you have the nice hot ones glow that we like to see at this point in the show. So when we had Rob Lowe on the show, he described eating on camera as being one of the most difficult actor tricks of all time. What are the forces at play that make shooting a scene in which your character is wolfing down diner food or Eggo waffles by the dozen? What makes those scenes for an actor so much more difficult than an audience may realize?
Because you're doing it for 12 hours. So usually what you do is you just get a little bucket beside you and you just spit into it after every take, or sometimes during the take. But most of the time I just go and then just pretend I'm eating, which always kind of works. But other than that, yeah, you just start to feel really nauseous. It's horrible. And whatever you choose to eat on that plate, you're eating for 12 hours. So usually I always choose like a salad or a fruit. It works.
And then on the topic, we talked about one of your favorite snacks, macade. What is a macade, and can you talk me through how to make one if I wanted to try it for myself?
Oh, yes. Okay, so what we do is we get a piece of lettuce and we get cut up peppers, and then we get scratcher and we cover the whole bread sandwich in it, and then they usually make me like 6 of them, and that is what keeps me going on set. It's the best ever. With no
macades.
Fueled. Yeah. I think it's the last name of the guy who makes it. That's why we call it macade.
Crafty Dave.
Crafty Dave.
Shout out to Crafty Dave. All right. You are doing so good, by the way.
Thank you.
To the halfway point. Are you ready to move on here to number 5?
Yeah.
So this is the 7th Reaper here at 5.
Also nice. It's nice. I like it.
Oh.
One I thought to be a lot worse than I thought.
Well.
Do you start to feel it? Do you start to feel it soon?
It does get a little crazier in the back half, but you are.
Okay, good. Good. I'm not feeling it, but it's not making me want to cry like Tom Holland. Okay, good.
No shakes yet.
Can we?
It's wanting to try it.
This is good. Where did we get this from? Five Guys. Yes. Also, why do Five Guys not put their chips in a thing? They always just put it in the bag, don't they?
Oh, right, yeah. Just, the fries just loosen the bag.
And also, why are the peanuts in there? Who eats peanuts? Anyways. Alright.
Alright, Billy, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So we'll pull the picture up over here on the monitor. You just tell us the bigger story. What was the highlight of the afternoon you spent ripping laps with Lewis Hamilton at the Circuit of America?
I got to do a hot lap with him.
Oh!
Little tease.
Yeah, spin off.
We got to go around the racetrack, and it was amazing. It was a really cool experience. Very terrifying. Always as terrifying as this one. But it was really cool. And this moment was when we were about to get in the car. So you see I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then just like this show, you get down in the seat and then you just own it, right?
You've got to. You've got to. No one's taking me down.
Alright, up next for you. Besides Godzilla actually being a tennis ball you're delivering lines to, what blew your mind most about the technical wizardry that goes into making a kaiju blockbuster?
It's insane. It's insane. It also takes longer to put Godzilla in there than to actually film it. And they are so unbelievably talented in that field that they can, you know, he was literally a tennis ball. I remember my neck hurting because I was always looking up in that film. Oh my god, I'm nervous now. You're telling me that I've got 4 more left. I just didn't get enough.
There you go.
I don't want anyone to think I've whipped out.
So one of the unique elements of Stranger Things is that it seems like you and your castmates have been given a deal of creative input even from a young age. Is there an example of a character trait or Stranger Things plot point that you're proudest to have fought for or put your fingerprints on in some way?
I think this season that I feel that the most is like with the bullying, what Eleven's going through. I feel really proud to represent kind of story schooled, and I think, you know, it's a hard thing to film, for sure, especially from someone who has gone through bullying. But yeah, I feel really proud to have done that.
How would you grade Hollywood's ability to harness young people's creativity these days? Because people go from being, you know, just actors to now all of a sudden being like showrunners and executive producers at younger and younger ages.
Yeah. We are getting there. I think that we have amazing corporations, say like Netflix and Legendary, who have given me opportunities to produce and to be part of my projects collaboratively, not only as a young person, but a young girl. I think those types of things are getting the ball rolling and pushing society to trust Gen Z and all that we have to offer. It's not really psyching me out. Do you know what it feels like? Have you ever gotten a CT scan? And they put a dye in you?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Your body just kind of gets all warm. That's fun.
So one of the hallmarks of Stranger Things is 80s nostalgia, which is given life through this meticulous commitment to period pieces, period details. What's the first thing
You seem to be choking up a bit here.
Oh, listen.
I haven't just been on your own show, have I?
Listen, it happens every once in a while. I'm but a humble chicken wing talk show host. You know,
right,
just out here trying my best.
We appreciate that.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about the obsessive level of detail that went into a set piece to keep it authentic to the period?
Ooh. We use a lot of helicopters in our show. We have to get a helicopter that's basically from the 80s. I think that's insane. That also goes up in the sky. Do you know what I mean?
Right, that can still do it.
Yeah, you know? They can still do it. Or they have to paint it to absolutely replicate an 80s helicopter. I think that's pretty impressive to me.
The mall to me was impressive. As somebody
the mall is, I mean, that attention to detail, the fact that it wasn't called Gap and it was called The Gap, like certain things like that, I'm like, wow, that's just, it's really cool. All the clothes were from the 80s, they all had tags on it from the 80s, like it was all very, very nostalgic for my family, my parents. Not really for me at all, but it was really cool to be in. It felt like you were really in.
And then I understand that, you know, part of the requisite homework was watching movies like The Goonies or Poltergeist or Stand By Me.
Yes.
Did you walk away from that experience with a film in particular that meant the most to you?
I love E.T. E.T. reminds me of 11 a lot because, you know, E.T. is this kind of thing that's come down from different planets, and film 11 comes down from this different planet, doesn't get anyone, and trusts Elliot. And I think 11 trusts Mike. It's quite a nice, you know, that's quite a nice resemblance.
Right, so this next one is The Bomb Beyond Insanity. The sauce that's reputation precedes it just a little bit.
Okay.
Right, and then this is one that's like a prank, but you're
What do you mean like a prank? This one is just worse.
There's just something about this one.
It's not even normal.
No, nothing about it. Nothing about it.
It made me want to stop breathing.
Just hit that milkshake.
I did so fucking well.
You're still doing well. You're still crushing it.
Oh no.
You're still doing good.
No. Ask me a question.
Okay, sure. You know, it's not every day that we have a humble guest spend their very own eyewear line. What to you is like fundamental or key when pulling out the perfect pair of spectacles or shades?
What one did Tom Holland cry at?
At this one.
Just get an ice cube in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I really like sunglasses. It's on my gums.
Yeah. Tongue, lip, and
I'm pulling out. I really like cat eye shaped.
you'll humor me, what I want to do is show you some pictures from iconic celebrity sunglass moments from the past. I'm just curious how they hit your expert eye. You know, the things that work for you, the things that don't work for you. And we'll start with Elton John.
Song.
Do you have any thoughts on these shapes from Elton John's
they're so
Wizard?
they're so great. I love them.
What about this? Thumbs up or thumbs way up on Missy Elliott's? Full mat.
I love them. They're great. I love that.
Up next.
Why it's like not getting better though.
I know. It's just gonna grow a little bit. Do you have a preference between the risky business?
I don't like. No, they don't look nice. I don't like those ones. They don't suit me.
There we go. One more for you before we go. Last but not least, your thoughts on Lady Gaga, the 2019 Met Gala.
Yeah, it was a lovely look by her. I don't think I can do more. Is that one worse? Don't try and talk me through this. Did you tell me where it's not? Is that nice one back?
It's not worth it.
What I'm seeing is right
connection with whales. One say that they symbolize you as a person. To quote, they're loud and they're queens of the sea. Is there a whale fun fact or quality that you see in whales that you see most in yourself?
Humpback whales. Humpback whales float and eat all day. Girls, and they all like to be girls. That one isn't good.
I know. You want some ice cubes?
No. Yes.
Here we go. Look at it. You want it? We got it.
Thank you.
There we go. Your unique perspective. Godzilla, destructive and rampaging sea monster, or misunderstood environmental activist?
Misunderstood environmental activist. Cheers for that.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No. Why are you doing it? You don't have to prove anything. You're great. You're doing great.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I don't have to prove anything.
No, you don't.
You know, I think I'm so mechanical and like just going through this all the time that I don't stop to think about like
yourself.
Right.
Think about yourself.
There's no need for me to like spike the ball in the end zone.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, well, you're right.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Tell me about your life.
From Illinois, 70 years ago. No kids.
No kids. You don't want kids?
Not right now. I'm just mentally and emotionally younger than you. I know.
If I throw up, will you be there for me?
I'm here for you always. We're forever bonded. All right?
We will.
We're forever bonded.
Just swallow it.
Yep. You got it. And the good news here, Millie.
We're done. I know.
I don't need you to talk anymore. I don't need you to talk. Yeah. Stranger Things executive producer and director Sean Levy once said that you're able to convey more without a word than many actors convey with monologues. So to close things out, I'll point to a hot sauce and just react to what it was like to eat that hot sauce. Really in a facial expression.
Sure.
The one that we just ate. The last app. Oh, how about this one that you really liked? Los Calientes Verde. And then how about the one that almost made you write me off forever? The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
That's what my insides were showing.
Not a dry eye in the house, and look at you, Millie Bobby Brown, taking on the wings of death and living to tell the tale. And now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Guys, my lips. At least I'm gonna have like Kylie Jenner lips. Alright, I'm just gonna live with it. Guys, watch Stranger Things season 4. It just feels like everything needs to be talked a lot slower.
Yeah, just gotta, we gotta take these times and
Yeah.
fill it out a little bit, right?
Well, you just promo the show.
Stranger Things, May 27th, season 4. The show must be good because she's here eating scorching hot chicken wings.
Thank you so much for having me here. So much fun.
Come on in. You did it. You did so good.
So much.
What's going on, Howlands fans? Thank you so much for watching today's video. The season 18 sauces, they're here, and you know what that means. Down, box me. So is the big box. The season 18 Howlands box is now available at heathness.com. That's heathness.com to get your hands on all of the season 18 sauces delivered straight to your door in one convenient box. Don't forget to be careful around the eyes. How you feeling?
I feel really good.
I can see it.
I've never been happier.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? From First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans. You're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today we're joined by Jenna Ortega. She's a Golden Globe-nominated actor you know from acclaimed films like X, The Fallout, as well as the massive global Netflix hit Wednesday. She also stars in Scream 6, the latest chapter in the iconic slasher franchise, which is set to release in theaters on March 10th. Jenna Ortega, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I know that you're a big fan of hot sauce. How confident are you going into today's interview?
Feeling pretty confident, honestly. I haven't been nervous at all. It's only been within the last 30 minutes that my friends that are with me today have kind of been amping me up, and I've realized, oh, this might be a situation that I'm not prepared for. But typically, I can handle my stuff, so I'm curious. Sweet little baby me. I do have to tell you too, the gift from my father's Christmas gift was
Oh.
I pledged not to do any of them because I thought if I ever go on the show, I could do whatever. But I feel like they come from a strong family. They've got strong taste with it.
So you returned for your role as Tara Carpenter in Scream 6, a franchise I've really come to appreciate for its meta commentary on the genre, where each film becomes like its own love letter to classic horror movies of the past. What are the hallmarks of a good chase scene for you? Like, when they work on film, what makes them work?
Oh, for a good chase scene, it's really difficult. I feel like you might like you kind of have of course, like the room that you enter a good handheld shot is also really necessary for a good chase scene because it makes it feel a lot more chaotic and a bit more first view. I feel like it's a bit more intense for the audience. But at least a couple of injuries, a couple of stabs here and there. And I also think a really powerful shot, and one of my favorite things to see in horror films, is when you can see your heroine, your main character, you can see the villain. I feel like anything where it's like either they're not aware that they're there, or you can see the reaction and the mayhem going on behind them. I think that's what's strong in this. Too easy.
There we go.
But at the same time.
gotta gas yourself up as you go,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I feel like around 6 is when people start getting weird.
Right. So you just enjoy this time while you got it,
Yeah.
you know? So you gushed about your experience working with the master of Gothic fantasy and Tim Burton. How did you see his obsession with aesthetic come through in the way that he directs?
First of all, he draws a lot of his shots. So there were some days where I'd come into work and he would have his own little picture that he drew of me playing the cello or me fencing and say, this is what you're shooting. You can go. Got it. Or even on the first day when they were trying to establish what my hair was going to look like, we ran 2 hours behind because, no, her braids are uneven. This one's lower, this one's higher. He didn't like the way that my fringe looked at the time, so he was just, hey, do you mind if I do that? He asked the hairdresser very politely and just kind of did my hair himself. It would be like 4 in the morning in some random Romanian forest, and, oh, where's Tim? And he's carrying 2 trees, throwing them in the back of the shot so that they land exactly where he wanted them to. He was very specific and like happy to do it himself, but also a really great communicator and collaborator.
Did you come out of the other side of the deep dive into his catalog with a favorite Tim Burton production?
I mean, I feel like Beetlejuice is a staple, so I've always appreciated Beetlejuice, but I also, when I was younger, I wanted to be one of the aliens from Mars Attacks so bad. But not the Lisa Marie one, the one with the exposed braid. He's got Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close in there, like it's an incredible movie. I feel like people don't give it the credit it deserves.
Wildly underrated. Wildly underrated.
Yes.
Alright, so far 2 weeks down. Are you ready to move on here to sauce number 3?
100%.
Jonas Cadejo here. 93 spot.
Sweet snack. That one's more flavor though. Is this psychological as well, or do you just like kind of like feed stuff in my head so that it?
You know what? I do a lot of armchair psychology. This side of the table. Yeah. We're a lot of like it's gonna be okay. I do a lot of like I'm a little bit of like psychologist and like a little bit of a motivational speaker.
Okay.
That's my over here, I think.
It's not.
And then I understand that Scream co-star David Arquette is actually a certified Bob Ross painting instructor and will sometimes give lessons on set. Did you ever have the pleasure of taking one of those art classes?
I think I was actually working when people took that class, which is one of my greatest. I there's very few times where I felt completely defeated, and that is one of them. He is like a little angel of a person who thinks he's real, but yeah, he gave the entire cast Bob Ross lessons. So we would walk into our collective green room, and there were just beautiful paintings everywhere. But he also had a red tricycle that he gave us all the code to, so that we wanted to get our groceries. Oh, let's just take Dave's tricycle. He was always hanging out, always like trying to update himself on K-pop because we had a band member who really loved K-pop. He's an unbelievable man.
Every set needs a David Arquette, you know?
Agreed. He would make things so much better. Like there would be no world peace. 100%. All right. That one's actually good.
You like that one?
That's an enjoyable sauce. Oh, you guys made that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll take that. We'll take that, Jenna, all day long.
Some smoke here.
So I've had some interesting conversations with actors in the past, from Tom Holland to Colin Farrell, about the challenges of working from behind a mask. What new tools did you have to develop in playing a character like Wednesday, whose whole vibe is to be emotionless?
When you're going to be the lead of a story, you have to have some sort of emotional arc, some sort of emotional payoff, and Wednesday doesn't actually have that. And I think that fighting the nostalgia that everybody feels for the 60s Wednesday and 90s Wednesday, while also, feeding into that, but also giving a new take and making it your own to a new generation so that they're introduced to the character, was like a real balancing act. So I found that, as long as I studied the old material and took traits and aspects that I knew I could easily weave into my own iteration, it felt like a good, happy medium.
All right, Jenna, you are doing great. This next sauce, the halfway mark, already better. And it's Lindelli with ghost pepper sauce. as you say that, I'm even seeing, like, I'm starting to tear up a little bit, you know?
Should I go over as well? We'll give emotional support.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to lean a little bit on you. Listen, okay, Jenna, you know, we can't all...
That's what I'm here for.
There we go. I can tell I'm in good hands. I can tell I'm in good hands. So in the New York Times interview last year, you talked about not being able to care for a housemate, but spoke very reverently about protecting your 1897 edition of Ralph Waldo Emerson essays. What for you is the magic of collecting books?
I don't write a lot of screenplays, but I do like to write a lot of essays. I am a bit of an insomnia, so I just stay up all night and I write random things that, you know, I take a certain thought or idea and I just kind of elaborate it on my own. I don't want to understand a lot of his work, his essays. So I feel like the more that I read and kind of see the tangents that he goes on, or the little debates that he has with himself, I prefer to do that. But books are incredible. I wish that people would read them more. I don't want to read them on an iPad. We need real substance. Like, go outside and read a book.
Is there a Gen Z trope or stereotype about teenagers that you see in scripts or on TV that gets under your skin?
I look a bit younger. I've been dating for a little over a decade now, so I've just been a teenager pretty much in stories, and I feel like it's always the bratty teen, bad teen, or always unintelligent. It's true, and I think it's hard to nowadays with all this new lingo coming around, but I feel like my generation, because there is so much accessible to them on the internet, there's just more opportunities for them to learn. I wish that they were given a bit more credit. They can be students. I'm so excited. Alright.
Yeah, I've got some fellow action in there.
Whoa. Good for them.
So I was fascinated to read that Thing wasn't CGI'd, but rather played by Romanian magician Victor Dorobantu.
Yeah.
What was the most creative or memorable way that you saw him tap into the creative depth of that character using only his hand?
Oh, it actually was that Thing operating room scene where they weren't on him, but they were shooting my coverage, and it's the first and only time Wednesday cries, and I went to like reach my hand out to him, and he pet my hand, like he was like comforting me, and he started crying. Like I restarted the line because it was really really sad, and we just like laughed, and that was like a real bonding moment with Victor. But it was interesting. They had all kinds of crazy positions.
Yeah, he's like in a whole chroma keys too that they edit out like later. So that's what you think. You think like the hand is there, but he's physically there with them.
Yeah, there's a blue man in the entire show. And he's just, they took him out, but he built all these set pieces for him. So they did like a wild desk. So he was sitting crunched in a desk, or they built holes in the floor. But yeah, that was a real task, I would say. Killed it. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Alright. Got it.
Yeah.
Good flavor.
So you called the horror genre your second home, and then once joked, I don't know what it is about my face, but people always want to throw blood on it. When did you know that you like to scare people?
Well, I know when I was younger, people would like jump out behind walls or something like that. I'm Salad.
Yeah.
When people would jump out from behind walls or something like that, I never moved, I never flinched, and people would tell me that I had no soul. So I felt like trying to get them back was kind of the start of it all. I would say from a very early age.
What makes the 80s slasher Prom Night to you a gold standard in the genre?
Oh my god, it's got all the classic teenage tropes. It's got incredible gore. I feel like there's just so many staples that it's inspired so many horror films to come since then. It's just a proper way to do a slasher. Like, if you ever needed some sort of guiding light, I think Prom Night is a really, really great one.
And then, can you explain the process of what goes into putting together prosthetics like this?
Yeah, you go and you get green slime put all over your body. So you sit in a room for about 30 minutes and they create a cast, like this rubber cast.
And then they send it to some lab. They make a mold of your face, and then they just make a bunch of skin grafts. These fake skin grafts. Something like that takes about 4 hours to put on. And they might add like some glycerin or water. You're pretty much good to go. But that will not move. You're good. As long as you don't do something crazy, you're on.
Right, Jenna. It is that time. This is the bomb beyond insanity.
I'll take like a healthy bite as well. I didn't need the actual experience. It's a bit aggressive. It can be a right to be scared.
Look at you just smiling right in the face of it.
Can you see my white knuckles?
There you go. I can see it. I might start hiccuping. I can already kind of feel it. Just give me feel bored. What's the secret to a perfect guacamole in your opinion?
Whole lot of lime. You need so much lime in it. Then jalapenos. Just good avocados. But lime.
Yeah.
Is the answer. Pico negro, pico de gallo just on top, like very casually, just a couple of tomatoes. Doesn't do anything for me. They're fully spread, it's really good. Do it the right way. If I don't see any cilantro in it, disappointing instantly. And yeah, if the avocados are too white, then you know that it's gonna be hard and they're just not ready. Don't rush them.
And then in 2015, the New York Times published a controversial guacamole recipe where they called for a ratio of 2/3 cup fresh green peas to every 3 avocados.
Fuck that. It's like, that's not even controversial. That's obviously incorrect.
You know, if ever I had an episode to lean on somebody, I'm happy it's this episode because I'm going through it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. If there's anything you need from me,
Yeah.
yes. It's settling.
Yeah. And just in time to move on to the next wing. This number 9 wing is taco vibes only. I have the strength if you have the strength. This is me leaning, Jenna. All right.
It's just really fun.
Yeah.
Don't have a good day.
Never leave it, you know. You're forever changed after something like that.
I think so.
Give us one highlight and one low light from your most recent Paris Fashion Week.
Oh, I used to be a really big fan of Steve Lacy when I was younger, and still am. He was there. I got to meet Gaspar Noé, who is like an incredible filmmaker. I've really admired for a really long time. I feel like I was just around like a really influential group of people, and it felt very lucky. A low light? Oh, I think I've never been up on the Eiffel Tower. I tried to do that, and they told me no.
I rejected it.
Yeah, and I walked up the stairs. I did the whole thing, and I was like, okay, let's get to the next level. And then they ushered us to like the elevator go down. I just leave. More things to do.
All right, Jenna Ortega.
Beautiful bottle. Oh, I should shake it too, right?
That's a good enough.
Good enough.
That's very good enough. Cheers. What a run.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's delicious. That's actually really good. I've got the craziest thing on
Right back at you. Right back at you. And look at us. On the Hot Ones Gauntlet Living to tell the tale, just one more challenge for you, and don't worry, I'm not going to bring out any more wings. But I was fascinated to learn that one of the ways that you unlocked the Wednesday character was when you did a take without blinking. And then Tim Burton liked it so much, he said, hey, let's do every take without blinking. So to close things out, what I want to do is a Stanley Kubrick style staring contest, you versus me, to see who buckles first against this mounting pressure of the hot sauce and these bright studio lights. Are you ready?
Okay, wait, let me...
all right.
That makes it harder.
There we go.
All right.
Degree of difficulty, getting cranked. Alright. You start, okay?
That awkward at the end. That could have been like a weird way to close it.
You know what? I was running out of gas, but I was really determined. You know, I could see I was reaching the point right there, but I never stood a chance. General
You're going down my face.
And look at you, taking on the wings of death, living to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do. We're all on the red carpet for you. This camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Next up is the 6th installment of this big franchise. It's coming out in March, I believe. And if you want to go check that out in the theaters, you can do that. And also, yeah, Wednesday is now streaming on Netflix. So, if you want, if you don't want, that's up to you. I'm so happy. What a great environment. So, I was so proud. I had a really good time.
Hot Ones fans, breaking news, the 3-in-1 Boneless Bites Challenge is back. For a limited time, you can put your taste buds to the test against some of our most iconic flavors. The classic, Los Calientes, and the peak of heat, Apollo. But don't fret, Hot Ones fans, even when the 3-in-1 challenge leaves the...
It's still working, that last one, but why not press forward, right?
Why not? Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today we're joined by David Harbour. He's an Emmy and Tony Award-nominated actor, perhaps best well-known for his portrayal of Jim Hopper in the Netflix mega-hit series Stranger Things. His latest, though, is the highly anticipated Marvel Studios action spy thriller Black Widow, which is set to hit theaters and Disney Plus Premier Access on July 9th. David Harbour. By Aubrey Plaza. Standout roles in films like Anchor Goes West, Scott Pilgrim's Personal Gold, shows like Parks and Recreation, and many more. You can catch her in FX's Legion, which returns for its 3rd season on July 1st, and she's very busy. She also stars in Child's Play, which is set to theaters this weekend. Aubrey Plaza, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You once told BuzzFeed that your favorite pizza topping is hot and spicy peppers. Do you crank your wings too?
What? No, I said don't believe everything you read.
Right.
I've never talked to BuzzFeed a day in my life. I don't even know who that is.
So this first one is the classic, and we'll start at the handle.
At the handle? Of the wing?
This whole thing.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to watch me eat the whole thing? Or?
If you'd like to. So all showbiz origin stories are insane in their own right, but especially yours, going from a waitress working to all of a sudden landing Parks and Recreation, 20 people in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in the same exact week. Did cycling through jobs in the restaurant industry do anything to help you prepare for a career in Hollywood, or was it just a way to pay the bills while you sought out auditions?
It was kind of both. Like, every table was like a new performance, an opportunity for performance. And not to like be myself, whoever I wanted to be. I'm going to try to get as much money as I could. It's like a game. I like those kinds of games.
Which pre-fame job do you remember more fondly? When you were a hostess at Joe's Crab Shack, or when you were a cocktail waitress working
told
at
you
a
that?
bowling alley?
Who are you? I was a hostess, so I was in charge of announcing like the parties when they were ready. So I was on like the loudspeaker going like, Johnson, party of 6, do the crab walk all the way to the host stand. Your table's ready. Johnson, party of 6.
You still got it.
Thank you. But every time there were certain songs that would come on that the entire wait staff would have to do like a song and dance to, like 2 slides to the left, 4 hops this time. That whatever that song is.
Classic.
That's
Classic.
Gives me nightmares now. Sauce Bay.
So on the topic of the new movie, when you were growing up and working in the now defunct Classic video store on Delaware Avenue, did you have an interest or nostalgia in the Child's Play, Hellraiser, Freddy Krueger, Golden Age, and horror?
Really, no, I didn't really have that interest. I wasn't really like a horror person ever. I guess still not.
Do you believe in ghosts, or have you had any sort of spooky paranormal encounter? I know that you grew up next to a cemetery.
I didn't even say 7-Eleven, which is also true. It's like, yeah, I spent a lot of time in that parking lot. I believe in ghosts. My cat was hit by a car a couple weeks later, crawled right out of the cemetery, right back onto our back deck. And, you know, you just have to let her inside, and, you know, like, cool. I wonder if it's like her son's life, or your hot pepper sauce. It'd be really, like, not satisfying if I had just no reaction to any of these wings, right?
But it would also be pretty amazing. I know that you do have memories. Well, I don't think anybody has ever sought out for that specific goal, but maybe you could be the first.
I'm trying to do it. Just eat whatever you tell me to. I just do whatever you tell me to.
Okay. Try to keep a straight face as long as you can.
Okay.
So, the fans would give us a red card and kick us off the internet if we didn't take the week to discuss April Luggate, your iconic character from Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Maybe it was the greatest on-set prank of all time, whether it was one of yours or someone else's.
I don't know if you can call it a prank, but Nick Offerman and Chris Pratt would, like, fart a lot.
Classic fart prank.
It's just, like, I don't... Sometimes farts are funny. I don't know. I guess they are. I just don't think they're that funny. And neither does Amy. And without fail, like, anytime the two of them were in a scene together, they would, like,
Fart City.
rip one. Disgusting.
Right.
And it would make us so angry. And I would say, like, the best prank that I ever did was I bought a toilet goblin online, and I put it in Adam Scott's toilet in his trailer. If you don't know what a toilet goblin is, it's like a little, like, creature that its arms have, like, suction cups. So you, like, put it in the toilet and you suction cup its arms to the lid, so that when you open the lid, it, like, jumps out at you. It's terrifying.
And then in her book, Yes Please, Amy Poehler said that Chris Pratt had the greatest audition that she's ever witnessed. Have you ever had a chance to see the tape?
I feel like they showed that at the reunion, but I think I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember, but I'm sure it was good.
And then there's so many coveted pieces of Parks and Rec memorabilia, whether it's Leslie's Pawnee Goddess hoodie or the baseball bat that Nick Offerman had made for the whole cast. Do you have a most treasured tchotchke from your time on set?
Yes, I stole Janet Snakehole's, like, cigarette holder. So I have that. I keep that in my backpack at all times in case I need it. Oh, I have Andy Dwyer's aviators, and I don't take care of them at all. They're just, like, flung in a drawer in my kitchen. I could probably sell those someday if things don't go well for me, which they won't. Number 4 already.
Straight face all the way through. So as we touched on a little bit today,
I do feel like it's on my teeth, though. That's disgusting.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Sure. We have milk, we have water. You got a coffee cup full sometimes.
Just got some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I like black coffee with my spices.
It's one of the great mixes.
God, it burns so good.
So we touched on a little bit today. You went from relative obscurity to almost overnight starring alongside some of the biggest names in entertainment. But was anything more intimidating than following Adam Sandler your fourth ever time doing stand-up?
No, that was one of the most fucked up nights of my life. Because Judd Apatow totally tipped me. He invited me to the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach and was like, just come with the cast with Jonah and Adam and like you can watch them. We'll just kind of get into it. And then backstage, he came up to me and he was like, you're going on next. You're following Sandler. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then Adam came up to me and was like, you're gonna do. That's exactly what he said. He went, you're gonna. And he hadn't done stand up in like years at that point. So the audience gave him a standing ovation when they just announced his name. He hadn't even said anything yet. And I was sitting behind the curtain going, this is not going to go well for me.
How'd it go for you?
You know what? It went great. I think when you have nothing to lose, it actually works in your favor. Because I didn't have any credits at that time. So when they announced me, they just said, like, and now we have Aubrey Plaza from Wilmington, Delaware. And that was like my announcement. Those tiny days.
Halfway mark here.
Okay. I have a little bit of stuff to me on my nose. Does that make you feel good?
It does.
You get pleasure out of this, right?
Yeah, it's all I have.
Can I put it on my teeth?
I'm similarly empty inside. You know, I need this.
You just want you want someone else to feel something, so you can feel.
Exactly. We're segment on our show called Explain That Grammar. We do a deep dive on our guest Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. So I'll bust out the laptop. I'll show you the picture. You just
my Instagram?
Yep. You just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
Which one? Which account is it? My public one?
Well, I can't get into your private one.
Good.
All right, here you are hugging the Jeff Goldblum Jurassic Park statue. Where's security? Did you get tasered or what's going on here?
Well, if you look at the picture closely, you see that woman in the yellow shirt is in mid-action to come escort me out the premises. His chest is exposed and the light was just hitting it a certain way. I just felt like I needed to touch it. You're only in London and standing in front of a giant Jeff Goldblum statue once in your life.
Right.
So I just felt like it's now or never, baby.
Had to seize that opportunity.
Got to get into that as close to the nipple as possible.
Do you have a lasting memory from your summer with Zac Efron?
I guess like when I think about that shoot, all I remember is just like I have these like images of Zac with like a TRX like rig on like a palm tree, just like pumping iron in between takes. And I just remember like standing like off to the side going like, that's a movie star. Right there. That's the shit. I'll never be that. But I'll be close to it. As close as I can.
Do you have a crowning athletic achievement from your time with the Pistol Shrimps?
How long do we have?
I'm here.
I went through a lot on that team. Is it an achievement to tear your ACL on the court? Because that happened to me.
That means that you're pushing it to the limit.
I pushed it to the limit, and not only did I tear my ACL, but I was in full disguise. I was wearing a wig and goggles and playing under a different...
I can't know what to do.
What's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions, even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Kate McKinnon. She's an actress you know from her decade-long run on Saturday Night Live and string of theatrical comedies, and she has book number 2 on the way, Secrets of the Purple Pearl, the second installment in her best-selling The Millicent Quibb School of Etiquette for Young Ladies of Mad Science, set to go on sale September 30th. Kate McKinnon, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. This is good. This is already good. I'm smelling them. And you're doing Seitan too in solidarity with me.
In solidarity with you, right along with you, right down to the milk choice.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how much I'm mirroring you right now.
Thank you
Kate.
so much. I'm glad. These are fake glasses. I can see you better without them. Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't. Can't. No, I can't. I really can't.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? From First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Billie Eilish. You know her from platinum hit singles like Ocean Eyes and Lovely. Fun fact, she's the youngest guest in Hot Ones history, and her first studio album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, is set to drop March 29th, followed by a worldwide tour. Billie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, how are you? A little nervous. I know that you like the Taki chips, so I take it you're comfortable around spicy food.
I love spicy food, but I don't know.
Well, let's push it to the limit today, Billie. You ready?
We're on.
Invisalign coming out. That's how you know she'd be in the business. So as you can tell, the Billie Eilish origin story begins at home with you and your brother Phineas writing and recording songs in a makeshift studio in his room. What's the last sibling argument you've had over a creative decision?
We have those like every day.
I imagine.
Yeah, somebody has to win. Always. It's like one or the other. I feel like there's so much like, what? It's an error. No. Fuck that. Like, one of us is right. He's literally right there, but, you know.
Is that how it works? Yeah. And then, can you draw back the curtain on what it's like to go to a talent show for homeschooled kids? Like, what was the greatest act you've ever seen, and then what was the biggest, like, what the F is going on here moment?
Well, what was really lame was that the parents would let the kids sing, like, full-length songs. That sucked. Because we had to sit through some shit. Like, I remember somebody sang some Taylor Swift song, and every time she would mess up, she would stomp, like, really hard and, like, scream. She'd be like, oh my god, it was insane. And it went on and on. Like, on and on. And, for my first song, I sang, Happiness is a Warm Gun. And I was like, no. Well, I mean, it's true. But shit, those were, homeschoolers are fucking crazy. Hippy Dippy Green. Not bad. Not bad.
So I can tell by some of the oddball shows that you've appeared on, Hot Ones included, that you were very much raised by the internet. When you were on Teens React, you said that you'd seen like every episode when you were 12 years old. Do you remember when you discovered YouTube and the things that you were drawn to early on?
It was like the classics, because you know how it used to be like things were viral. Now it's nothing is like viral. It's just like everything is, you know. I don't know. It was like Chocolate Rain and like the one where the like rapist went into the window and then they made it into a song. You know what I'm talking about?
Like your
It's funny. I remember watching that a million times.
Did your dream of one day working at Target have anything to do with the Alex from Target meme?
Dude, you know it's so stupid that when that meme happened, there was like one of the first like meme accounts that was like a meme account made a hoodie that said, LOL, you're not Target. No, LOL, you're not Alex from Target. And I bought one. And it was like $200.
Whoa.
And I bought it. And then I took a picture in it. And I posted it. And I remember it got like 300 likes. And I thought I was famous.
You made it.
I thought I was famous. Literally thought I was famous. Guides up there, sir. Look for you.
So I know that you're a proud LA native. You rep Highland Park, a neighborhood that's known for its artistic sensibilities. And before we move on with the wing, I want to bust out the laptop because we have a very special message for you from another Highland Park legend.
How is that supposed to be?
Hi, Billy. This is John Reeves from the Alco Soda Pop Stop in Highland Park, Los Angeles. You are our favorite sodas. I hope you're having fun. on the hot ones. I understand they have some really tasty independent sodas for you to try. Good luck and have a good time.
So, this is a segment that we call Pop Stars, where we're going to put your palate to the test and give you some regional sodas to see if you can identify them by the taste. Flavor right, that's points. You can name the brand, that's bonus. What can you tell the people about Yalco's?
You know, it was such a treat. It was just like, let's go to the soda pop stop. We'd go. There's like a candy section. We'd get the nickel nips, which are like, it's like a little package of these like miniature sodas, and they're all different colors. They're just made out of wax, and you bite off the top, and you just suck out some juice. They were fire though. And I used to chew. On the wax.
Yalco memories.
Yalco memories. Okay, where should I start?
One.
Okay. No, I'm gonna start at 3.
Okay.
Not bad, bitch. Oh. Fucking ginger something. It's not ginger ale, but it's
You know your sodas.
cock. Literally says cock.
In bowl.
Oh, cock and bull. Cock and
Cock and bowl. It's a ginger soda.
Cock and bull.
So ding 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 ding.
Going to
Number two. That is the common reaction to that one. This
What
one?
is that?
That is honesty. So it's the anus pop. That's number 2. And then one more, Billy.
This better be the one I want it to be. Grape soda. That's what it is for sure. Here, wait. Ooh. Is this soy milk?
It is.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's gonna be such a pretty color. Wait. It looks like taro.
That shit is good as fuck. I feel like I've tasted
does-
before
it's not-
somewhere. I
it's
don't know,
better,
but I've
though.
tasted before.
With the soy milk, it's better.
No, I see.
Ooh, I see a little flake. A little pepper flake.
I mean, you like it?
I kind of like that one.
So know that Tyler, the Creator, and Childish Gambino are 2 artists that in the pantheon you look up to, not just because of their music ability, but also the way that they become fully formed creatives who can write for TV, design, do festival curation. So what I want to do is bounce a few potential Billie Eilish extracurriculars off you, and I'm just curious where you'd take them. What would a Billie Eilish horror movie look like?
Probably the very first video. I don't know if any of you've seen it.
It is scary.
Please go. It would be in the realm of that. Everybody thinks I sold my soul to the Illuminati. I don't really know what the Illuminati is.
That's what somebody would say. Sold their soul to the Illuminati. How'd you ever want to design a video game?
Yeah, that'd be so sick. Oh my god. See, I used to play like, not really the classics. I would play, like I used to play Elo Milo a lot. I loved Elo Milo. That was like my favorite game in the world. Do you know what that game is?
No.
It's this game
School me.
where it's these 2 little boo-boos. They're so cute. They're these little creatures. One is named Elo and the other's named Milo. It's this sort of anti-gravity world where there's all these little blocks and they start apart from each other. And the idea is you just get to each other, and then when they get to each other, they just hug and they do this little dance, and that's the whole game. There's no prize. You just get to each other. So the whole idea is the game is just like losing the person you love and then finding them again. It's so cute. And I used to play Red Dead Redemption. That shit was fucking hard. But I only played it to ride horses. Australians. I'm doing good.
You're doing so
I
good.
don't feel shit.
Speak too soon?
No.
Alright, Billy, we're gonna do some show called Explain That Grant. We'll do a deep dive on our guest Instagram full of interesting pictures that need more context. So I'll bust out the laptop, I'll show you the picture, you just tell me the bigger story. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, Billy. You are hanging out with Takashi Murakami.
So insane.
Did you guys talk about anime and sneakers?
Literally. But he doesn't really speak English, and I don't speak Japanese, so there's a lot of like
non-verbal communication.
Yeah. But he's like one of the most humble pieces of art I've ever seen in my life. He walks around barefoot with his little dog Pum.
Yep.
I went to this like other studio. I feel like I'm the faint. I went to this other studio.
Careful around your eyes. Really make me nervous with, the hot
Oh.
sauce.
Okay. We went to this other studio, which was a motion capture studio. They put me in like a full body, like tight, full body motion capturing outfit. So it was like I was like up in that bitch Kim Kardashian, filmed me like with the tight, like almost like leather, like whatever it was. And then they put these little balls all over me, like little white balls. They stuck them to me. And on the screen was like an anime, just like walking around, and I was like, that's so sick. Cause this bitch was like slim thick and stuff. Like she was just like on the wall, just like. And
that was like you from the.
Oh, what it was. It was just like this anime doll with a mom. And then I lived in my own room. She lived in her room. It was fucking crazy.
And then it all connected.
It all connected.
Made sense.
And then I just did the whole thing, and it was like automatically copying what I was doing with the anime doll thing on. It was crazy.
That's sick.
It was crazy.
Do you have a favorite memory from the second annual Brockhampton prom night?
The whole bridge and Copycat. The whole thing. The audience. That's all I'm reading. Audience hated it. They're dope though. Every single one of them, sweethearts. Like, just the nicest dudes.
Shout out Brockhampton.
Shout out Brockhampton. Drink water and I'm decided.
Well, let's see if you stick with that.
You do this stuff
week in and week out. It's just, don't you feel that way sometimes too, though, when you're like, oh, it's a full press day, and then I've got this tour, and then this, and that, and then you're like,
do you enjoy this?
Yeah. Any job turns into a job, especially when you're eating spicy ass chicken wings every week for the internet's amusement. You must experience that.
I do. All the time. I mean, it's like, it's a lot of bad shit, but it's also a lot of good shit that you can't get without the bad shit.
And you wouldn't trade it.
Yeah. There's nothing else I want.
Right. Would you go back?
Right.
How much would you have to get paid to go back and have to go through it all again? But then I wouldn't trade with anyone for where I am.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I get that.
Nice existential conversation.
Yeah.
Gluten-free nugs over here. So many artists obsess about the idea of being misunderstood or having words mangled, but you seem to almost invite it.
I mean, this is why I'm okay with thinking I've been sold to the Illuminati. Because it's like, art is up, it should be up for interpretation. I don't want to see somebody say, this is my theory about what the song is about, and the whole thing and me be like, that's not what it's about. I think that's so boring. One of the favorite parts about making music is that people take it in the way that they take it, and I have no control over that. It's so hard to form a sentence right now.
But, yeah, like, everything's up for interpretation.
It's hard.
Put it in rotation.
Yeah, keep asking things.
So it wouldn't be a Hot Ones interview unless we took a wink to obsess on food preferences. Do you remember when you were eating when you tweeted? It's such a powerful little host. She can take control of anyone.
I think I was eating Taco Bell.
It was either Taco Bell
Or a burrito from my house.
Where's this creative affiliate donut for donut country?
burning my lips up here.
In an interview with Vanity Fair, you said that the only time that you don't get recognized is when you're at Trader Joe's.
You know what? It's not safe.
I was gonna say, do you feel freedom when you're walking the aisles at TJ's or not so much?
Also, on my birthday, because I'm doing this for my lips, because my lips are very, spiced out.
It happens.
And I don't want to lick them. Can I dip my lips in this? Whatever.
You know, you're the one who made the water bowl. You can break it. Not the vegan nugget police over here.
I'm thinking it though.
Is it
I'm just dipping my water. Dipping my lips. Oh.
Instant. Likely to be elbow deep in a bargain bin than buying up the Gucci store. How do you distinguish between a steal and a rip-off when it comes to vintage designer gear?
This is really crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And some director's commentary from some of our favorite Billie Eilish fit pics. Up first, what can you tell us about this picture of someone? Take a lap, Billy. Take a lap, Billy. Walk it out. I would be able to tell.